The biting January wind whipped through the parking lot of Coastal Cosmetology Academy in Jacksonville, Florida on January 30th, 2024, carrying the sharp scent of pine, the hum of distant traffic, and the electric buzz of an impending showdown. The gray afternoon sky hung low, casting a moody pall over the school's glass-fronted building, where students inside practiced precise cuts, vibrant dyes, and intricate braids under the glow of fluorescent lights. Outside, however, chaos simmered. A woman named Sabrina Floyd paced the asphalt, foam pressed to her ear, her voice cutting through the quiet like a siren. The school staff, exasperated, had dialed 911, reporting her for harassing a student, likely a romantic partner or ex, and refusing to leave despite repeated warnings. Her white Mercedes, parked crookily across two spaces, seemed to flaunt her disregard for rules. The staff wanted her gone, trespassed for good, her disruptions a growing thorn in their side. What unfolded wasn't just a routine trespass warning. It was a masterclass in defiance, a spiraling spectacle of excuses, tantrums, and self-inflicted consequences, all captured in vivid detail by a police officer's body cam. Sabrina's refusal to comply turned a simple request into a viral saga, pitting her against Officer Daniels, a cop whose patience was as uncheckable as Florida's summer heat. Welcome to Karen Karma, where entitled meltdowns meet their match. If you're new, smash that subscribe and ring the bell at Karma4Karen. Serving justice one explosive takedown at a time. Comment below, ever seen someone talk themselves straight into handcuffs? Drop your city or country. Where's this Florida firestorm landing? Buckle up for a parking lot showdown that'll leave you speechless. Coastal Cosmetology Academy was a hub of ambition, its students bustling with scissors and styling wands, transforming hair into art while dreaming of salon stardom. The parking lot, dotted with modest sedans and flashy SUVs, was usually a quiet transition zone, students rushing to classes, clutching coffee, their laughter mingling with the clatter of rolling suitcases filled with tools. But on this chilly afternoon, the lot was a stage for trouble. Sabrina Floyd, in her late 20s with blonde hair whipping in the wind, stood out like a storm cloud. Her voice, sharp and agitated, carried across the pavement as she argued into her phone, pacing beside her Mercedes, its haphazard parking screaming defiance. The school's director, fed up after weeks of complaints about Sabrina's disruptions, shouting matches, lingering uninvited, unsettling a student she was reportedly tied to, had called the police with a clear demand: trespass her, keep her out. Enter Officer Daniels, a veteran with a reputation for calm under fire, his voice smooth as polished oak, his demeanor so steady it could anchor a ship in a squall. His body cam rolled from the moment he stepped out of his cruiser, capturing every tense word, every frantic gesture, every spark of what was about to become a legendary confrontation. Daniels approached Sabrina, his boots crunching softly on the asphalt, his tone polite but unyielding, like a teacher addressing a defiant pupil. "Hey, hi," he began, hands visible, body relaxed. "There's a little issue here, ma'am. The school's asked me to issue a trespass notice. You can't come back for at least 6 months." Sabrina froze mid-call, her eyes narrowing into slits of suspicion, phone still pressed to her ear like a shield. She lowered it just enough to snap. "I didn't call you." "I didn't do anything wrong." Her voice dripped with venom, her posture rigid as she shifted her weight, refusing to stand still. Daniels, unfazed, explained the process with the patience of someone who'd heard every excuse twice. "They've asked me to handle this. I just need your name and date of birth to issue the warning. It's a formality to ensure you stay off the property." But Sabrina was a brick wall. "I don't have my ID," she shot back, arms crossing tightly over her chest, her tone daring him to push further. "Go get it from her," she jabbed, pointing toward the school's entrance, implying the staff should identify her. Daniels repeated himself, voice steady as a metronome. Ma'am, I need your information from you. Just your name and DOB. Her refusal ignited like a match on dry kindling. I'm not giving you my name. I didn't do anything. This is embarrassing. Her voice climbed, sharp and shrill, drawing curious glances from students peering through the school's windows, their phones already out, sensing drama. The parking lot transformed into an open-air theater, Sabrina's escalating tantrum stealing the spotlight. She paced in tight, frantic circles, gesturing wildly at her Mercedes, insisting her ID was inside, but refusing to retrieve it, as if the task was beneath her. That's my vehicle right there. She bellowed, pointing at the car like it could testify on her behalf, its crooked parking a mirror of her defiance. Daniels, his body cam framing her every flail, warned her softly but firmly, "If you don't cooperate, I'll have to detain you." Sabrina scoffed, tossing out a fake name, Sabrina Floyd, with a smirk, then immediately backpedaling. "That's not my name." Her excuses piled up like storm debris. She was just on the phone, just waiting for someone, innocently minding her business. Daniels countered with unshakable calm, his voice a lighthouse in her chaos. "You're not going to jail for trespassing. This is just a warning to stay away. But I need your name to make it official." She doubled down, pacing faster, ranting louder, her blonde hair bouncing as she waved her arms like a conductor orchestrating her own downfall. "I'm not playing games," Daniels said, his tone edging toward steel, his patience stretched but unbroken. "Give me your name, or I'll take you in for resisting without violence." The lot crackled with tension. Students now clustered at the windows, staff hovering at the door, the air thick with the promise of a spectacle. Oh, the drama's hitting fever pitch. Sabrina's digging her own grave with every word. If you've ever watched someone spiral into trouble they could have dodged, smash that like button right now. Comment, "What's the wildest I didn't do anything excuse you've heard?" Drop your city or country. Where's this Jacksonville showdown sparking? Keep watching, 'cause this defiance is about to crash and burn. Sabrina's resistance surged like a tidal wave, her voice shattering the afternoon's quiet. "I didn't do anything," she shrieked, jabbing at her car again, her fingers stabbing the air like a weapon. "My ID's in there, go get it." Daniels, a pillar of restraint, wasn't biting. "I'm not going to your car, ma'am. You could drive off. Just give me your name." She whirled, accusing the school staff of fabricating the whole thing, claiming she was innocently on her phone with a friend, her words tumbling out in a frantic torrent. "No one said anything to me. I was just standing here." Daniels, now joined by a school employee, a tired-looking woman in a blazer who nodded grimly, stayed laser-focused. "They pointed you out, ma'am." "You're the one causing the disturbance," he said, his body cam catching the employee's weary confirmation. "That's her. She's been harassing one of our students." Sabrina's facade cracked further, her pacing turning frantic, her excuses a chaotic jumble. "They're lying." "I'm not bothering anyone." Daniels delivered the line that sealed her fate. "They don't have to say it to you. I'm the one telling you. You're being trespassed." Her eyes widened, but her mouth kept firing, a final, desperate plea. "You're taking me to jail for nothing." Daniels, calm as the eye of a hurricane, pulled out his cuffs with a soft click that echoed like a gavel. "Turn around," he ordered, his voice steady but final. Sabrina's defiance hit its peak, a crescendo of denial and drama. "You're taking me to jail for nothing?" She shrieked again, her voice cracking as she backed away, gesturing wildly at her car. "My ID's right there. Go get it." Daniels, his patience a fortress, wasn't falling for it. "I'm not going to your car." "You give me your name, or you're detained for resisting without violence, a misdemeanor." She spun, ranting about the school, the staff, the embarrassment of it all, her blonde hair a tangled mess in the wind. Daniels, with the precision of a surgeon, secured her wrists, the cuffs clicking shut as she continued to protest, her voice a mix of outrage and panic. "I didn't do anything. This is ridiculous." He guided her to the patrol car, his movements smooth, his voice even. "You're detained because you refuse to identify yourself. You could have been gone by now." She slid into the back seat, still rambling, her protests muffled as the door shut, the lot falling eerily silent in her wake. Students at the windows stood wide-eyed, phones recording, whispers rippling. She really just got herself arrested. The school employee, shaking her head with a mix of relief and exhaustion, filled Daniels in as he ran Sabrina's plates through dispatch, confirming her identity through her car's registration. "She's been showing up for weeks, harassing one of our students. Think it's a partner thing, maybe an ex," the staffer said, her voice low but firm. "We told her to leave, but she keeps coming back, yelling on the phone, making a scene. The student's scared, and it's disrupting classes." Daniels nodded, his body cam framing her tense expression. "She's the same girl," she added. "Lives with the student or something, always stirring drama." From the patrol car, Sabrina's voice pierced the air. "I'm not resisting. I told you my ID's in my car." Daniels, closing the door with a soft thud, replied evenly, "You could have just given me your name, and you'd be driving home right now." The body cam footage, later released under Florida's public records law, became a viral sensation, Daniels' restraint a beacon of professionalism against Sabrina's whirlwind of denial. Her refusal wasn't just stubborn, it was a spectacle, costing her a trip to the Duval County Station, a misdemeanor charge for resisting without violence, and a 6-month trespass ban from the school. Her Mercedes, still parked like a drunk sailor across 2 spaces, was towed the next morning, a final jab to her chaotic day. Jacksonville buzzed with the story for weeks. Students shared body cam clips on TikTok and Instagram, the footage racking up thousands of views with captions like, "She thought she could out-talk a cop," and "Officer Daniels is a patient's god." Comments flooded in. The way she kept saying, "Go get my ID, girl, just give your name." I'm screaming at her fake name flip-flop. The school tightened security, posting signs about trespassing and harassment, turning a one-off call into a policy overhaul. Sabrina's name became a local legend, not for fame, but for the infamy of her parking lot meltdown. Whispers followed, "That's the girl who got cuffed for not giving her name." Months later, Coastal Cosmetology Academy hummed with a new calm, students focusing on their craft without the shadow of drama outside. Daniels, meanwhile, earned quiet hero status, his body cam a training tool for rookies on de-escalation, a testament to staying cool when defiance boils over. The lot, once a Sabrina's stage, was now just asphalt, peaceful under the Florida sun, with only the wind to stir the air. That's how a simple request turns into karma's cuffs. Ever witness someone spiral into their own arrest like this? Drop your wildest cop, neighbor, or current tale in the comments. Pettiest drama, craziest excuse. Like, if Daniel's calm is your vibe, share with anyone who's battled a Sabrina, and subscribe for more red-hot takedowns. Follow at Karma4Karen on all platforms. We're fanning the flames of justice worldwide. Until next time, refuse the wrong cop, and karma will lock you up tight. Peace out.